Good morning. Happy Saturday. I have a busy day and I'm making coffee and getting ready to be picked up by my parents to go to Freya's last soccer game. So go Freya. And then what else? My vacation is wrapping up, so of course this is making me terribly sad. How does time fly so fast? Frustrating. So you know, when I'm out there, I gotta be rocking my Wholeness Shift t-shirt, repping my channel. If you want one for yourself, head over to my website in the shop and you can get one. And I know Marie, one of my viewers, Marie, sent me a picture not too long ago showing me that she still has hers and wears it. These are really, really good, soft t-shirts. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they're thick enough that, I mean, it's white, you can't see through it. It's not like it's threadbare, you know, those thin t-shirts that are soft, but still very, very soft, not stiff. I cannot stand a stiff t-shirt. So I actually went through a couple different companies and ordered samples to make sure that I was not getting like a stiff t-shirt. Some people like those. I'm not one of them. The only issue I do have with this is that it's long. And that's not really an issue. Some people like long t-shirts. I don't, because I'm very short-waisted and I have a very short torso. And so like a normal length t-shirt comes down like mid-thigh on me. Boop, boop, boop. So I took scissors and just whacked it off here, about there. It normally came down about like right to crotch level. So on a normal person with a normal sized torso, that would probably be just fine. But for me, that was so long. So I'm pleasantly surprised to see that my parents are not here yet, because they're supposed to be here at 10:30 and they're almost always early. It's now 20 after, so I figured that they would be here by now and that I'd have to rush out the door, but I'm now officially ready and they haven't gotten here yet. So anyways, then later today, it's actually Fred's birthday, June the 4th, and last night I asked him if he has any plans or anything, and he said no, he has no plans and nothing to do. So I offered to make him dinner and watch a movie with him, because he came over last week and helped me put the steps in my pool. I couldn't have done that by myself and my kids weren't really helping me. So he came over and helped me get them in. And he hates swimming, he hates pools, he hates water. So he did that for me. I'm gonna cook him dinner and watch a movie with him. I'm not a movie person and I don't usually like to watch movies, so that's like a gift. He's a movie person. He watches probably 2 movies a day at least. He loves movies, but I might watch a movie or 2 a year. I don't like movies. Before I go downstairs, I wanted to show you guys a quick tip for something that I've been doing that's helped me. So have you ever noticed that when you put fresh, clean sheets on your bed, you sleep so good that night, especially if you're sensitive to energy? That's because when you're sleeping and when you're dreaming, all of that energy, all that dream energy and sleep energy gets on your sheets. And so after a couple of nights of sleeping in them, those sheets are like infused with energy, and it makes you a little more restless or uncomfortable the rest of the week. And if you're sleeping with a partner, you have all their energy to deal with as well. So what I've been doing every morning, I purposely did not make my bed. What I've been doing is spraying the bed down with like a sage spray or a lavender spray, something just to refresh it, and I've already done that. And then I take a piece of selenite and I just stick it on my pillow, or stick it under the pillow. If you like your pillows all fluffy and poofy and perfect, today's not one of those perfect make the bed days. Today is just one of those close it, pull the blankets up kind of days. I am not doing anything fancy. So I also, if I have any other crystals laying around, I'll also put those on there. There was a period of time where I was sleeping with them under my pillow as well. But I'm a person who flips their pillows many times a night. I am definitely a pillow flipper. And I would find that I would end up inevitably clunking myself in the head or send one flying across the room. So I don't do that myself anymore, but that may help you. There's so many dragonflies around here. I don't know if you guys can see them. Of course they just went away. But there's been 2 or 3 of them that are flying all around the car, which is awesome. She's warming up.
I'm fine.
Sit down, Freya.
No, she's gonna go run.
You did it.
There you go. Want me to brush it down and take a break?
Yeah, you're a fast runner. You're gonna run out all your energy before your game
Take a
starts.
break before you have to run in the game. Or you're gonna go over there and practice with your friend.
Is Grandpa chasing you?
Yeah.
Grandpa, come get me.
No, I got you. I got you now.
We're playing soccer practice today.
Yeah, it's, well, not practice, it's a game, right? Yeah, it's your last game of the season. Did you enjoy playing soccer this year? Yeah?
And then after that, I'm going to sign up again.
Yeah, for next year.
Yep.
Yeah, soccer's good. You're getting lots of good exercise. You've made friends.
You just have to sit next
You're really good at it, too. You've done a good job. Yeah. All right. Good luck, Freya, on your game.
Thanks. Also, my Mimi's got to film a video.
Heck yes. We got to get that on tape, girl.
Mimi.
And Mimi.
Get it! Oh no!
Wow, that's a lot.
Water break. You're doing great.
Good job running off. Go get it, Ed.
What are you doing, Misty? Is it almost your birthday? Yeah. How old are you gonna be? 3. Yeah. You gonna have a unicorn party? Yeah.
I love foxes.
You love foxes. Go, Freya! Get it, Freya! Go, Freya!
Keep kicking it.
There you go. Thank you, Grant.
You okay?
Are you riding on Daddy's shoulders? Let me see, V. Okay, well that was an interesting somersault, honey.
Rolling.
You're just rolling.
Can I do one?
Go ahead. You guys are gonna get all itchy from the grass. So we're back from the game, and it was nice to sit out in the sunshine and smell the fresh cut grass and spend some time with my family. It was nice. And Freya had a great time, and Vera had a great time being chased around by Grandpa. He's gonna be 100 and have more energy than any one of us. He never runs out. He's like the Energizer Bunny. How old is he now? 79, I think. But that's my stepdad. But he's the only dad I've ever really had. My real dad was pretty absent most of my life. So on the way home we stopped at a bakery here in town, which should not have, but we did. So now I have all this stuff in there, and I don't remember if I mentioned earlier or not, but I invited Fred over for dinner because it's his birthday, and he last week had helped me put the ladder in the pool. I think we talked about that, but I asked what he wanted for dinner, and he wanted salmon with roasted like squash and zucchini. And then he had wanted cinnamon rolls. He's not a big sweets person, but he does like cinnamon rolls. So I'm like, I'll just stick a candle in a cinnamon roll for you. And but now I have like a whole box of muffins, and I'm wondering if there's something in there he may like, so I don't have to bake. I mean, it's just cinnamon rolls. It's not real baking, but you know, we are lazy up in here. So a little while ago, something triggered me so bad, and I'm not going to say what it was, but I observed myself just getting so triggered, and I was trying not to react in the moment, but any of you guys ever have issues with that? Like, it's all about the shadow work, and I'm trying to work on all of those triggers and things I want to heal so that I can be healthy for a future relationship. I mean, I thought I was healthy, and then this last one effed me up in some ways. And I'm trying to purge all of the trust issues and the triggers that came up during that. The problem is that when you were raised in an unhealthy way, and you had all of the unhealthy, toxic indoctrination from the church, and you've had like PTSD from some really abusive, bad, narcissistic relationships in your past, you basically have to like unlearn all of that stuff and then figure out a way to relearn in healthy ways. And my face is so itchy, sorry. So, you know, I mean, I've been through a lot of therapy and stuff, but still I find myself triggered and not really sure what to do with it, because I don't want to just act like it doesn't bother me and like push it away or suppress it, because that's what blocks your chakras, that's what causes issues. And so at this point, what I'm doing, like when I noticed myself getting triggered in the middle of this conversation, I just had to see, even thinking about it, I'm getting re-triggered, I'm just like, I just started asking my guides for help. I'm like, I'm observing this happening. I need you guys to help me figure out how to process this in a healthy, appropriate way. Show me what to do. Show me how to appropriately process this. Feel it, process it, make sense of it, learn any lessons, whatever I need to do, and get rid of it. Transmute that energy and like get rid of it so that it doesn't stay clogged. Show me what to do, because I don't know what to do. So that's where I am today. I'm not quite sure what to do. And I know that the trigger has every right to be there. I should kind of feel triggered by this thing. But at the same time, it has a valid reason to be there because it was a wound. But we need to get that wound healed so that that doesn't trigger me anymore. Because now I'm no longer in this relationship. Now we're just on a friendly basis. I'm trying to figure that out too, because that's foreign to me. I don't know. I know I'm not making a whole lot of sense here and I'm being ambiguous. I'm just venting and letting you know that if you feel this way, you're not alone. Nobody knows what to do. We're all figuring it out as we go. The guy never came this week to mow my lawn. That's another issue, so I need to touch base with him. The people I had before, they did a good job communicating and they were consistent with showing up, which I like and appreciate, but they cost a little bit more and they did a really crappy job. So my cousin had posted this guy on his Facebook, like, if you look what a good job he did, blah, blah, blah. So I messaged him and hired him. He charged less than the last people. He does a really, really good job. But he's horrible at communication and he's inconsistent with when he shows up. And that just, like, that gets me in such a tizzy. Yeah, my Capricorn does not like that. It's like, I don't care what day of the week you choose, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. to mow my lawn, pick one. You got 4 days to show up, 5 days to show up. But like by Friday at 5 p.m., I want to be able to enjoy a good looking yard for my weekend. Don't come Friday night, don't come Saturday, and like, don't just skip a week. Don't just skip a week and be like, I'll be there Monday. I want to be able to enjoy my yard on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Do I just have too high standards? Am I unrealistic? The thing is, I don't care. Those are my standards. Who says they're too high? Who says they're unrealistic? If that's what I want, that's what I want. I'm willing to pay you more. You're the one that set the price, but like, please get my yard done. I'm just triggered all over the place. I need to chill out. Or does everybody else just need to get their game together? Probably both. Maybe both. Where are my fellow Capricorns? Validate me, please. Oh, I wanted to mention something. Something else that had me trigger. Okay, we are just doing the trigger fest today. Thanks for hanging in with me. It won't all be like this, trust me. But one of the other things that bothered me in the last week or so, last week I had posted something on the community page that I said something like, if I were to create a course, because Spirit's really been on me about this, if I were to create a course on how to raise your vibrations, like 30 days to higher vibes type of deal, would you guys be interested? And many of you said yes. Yes, definitely, we would like that. But there was one person who responded, and I actually removed the comment because it bothered me so much. And just before I mention the comment, it bothered me so much because, one, this was one of the barriers that I've been really trying to work on through shadow work. Two, I think that this is an area, a toxic limiting belief that exists in the spiritual community and is really a carryover from toxic Christianity and the church that I don't appreciate. Three, I think it's manipulative, and I think it causes a lot of burnout in teachers and healers and caregivers, all of that kind of thing. So when I had posted that status saying, would you guys like this course, I had someone comment, and I don't remember verbatim what he said, but the gist of the comment was, why would you hold this information hostage? You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't gatekeep this information and charge a ransom from your subscribers to get this information. You should be teaching them freely. Basically implying that if you are in a spiritual business, that you should provide everything for free. And I wanted to address this because a lot of people have this perspective. I had that perspective for a long time, and that's why I really burned myself out and started to almost resent this. Because here's the thing. First of all, I have a right to make a living. I'm busy working 2 jobs because this Wholeness Shift business, it's a full-time business, and yet I make almost no money. It is free. Last month, my Google AdSense YouTube check was like $250, which is pretty average for me. So for all of the work that I put in, $250 is not a big paycheck, hon. So it's not like I'm getting rich off of this, okay? Just trust that 99.9% of all the things I do for this business are for free. And are you kidding me? Do you see all of the years of free content and teaching that I have poured into this? So I really resent the fact, I reject your statement that anyone in a serving position should not be expected to be compensated for that, or that I don't have a right to make a living. What I would like to do is really pour myself into this business so that I can help change the world, so that I can help change lives and improve health, improve mental health, improve your spiritual state. I want you to have the most fulfilling, beautiful, aligned, vibrant, high vibe life that you could possibly imagine for yourself. I want to help people learn how to do that. More and more people are waking up every day. I want you to learn how to navigate that spiritual awakening. I want to help people, and I would love to do that full time, but unless I have that energy exchange of energy for compensation, I can't do that, and I have to keep a whole full-time job during the day, which stresses me out and burns me out and leaves me with little energetic resource for this. And that is something that the church does. The church really manipulates its people and preys on them and gaslights them into thinking that if they want any kind of compensation for all of the selfless energy that they're pouring into the church, that something's wrong with them. Like, if you are a pianist, you are expected to play the piano for the church. And if you are a woman, you are expected to teach Sunday school, work on the church bus, serve in the nursery, work in the kitchen. If you are a teacher, you are expected to come teach. And do you know what I'm saying? If you're a man, you're expected to be there to take care of the building and to help with construction or to help with mowing the lawn or whatever else the church needs. And you're expected to just, as a ministry, pour yourself in and never expect compensation. Now, I do agree with helping out sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. But I've seen people who get divorces because every moment of their free time was spent at the church helping out, and they left no time for their spouse. That kind of thing. And it's just wrong. It's wrong to expect people to burn themselves out and completely deplete themselves, just pouring themselves out for free for you. Now, if you've been around this community any length of time, you know that I try to make myself very available. I try to make myself as helpful as I can. But the reality is that if I would like to do this full time, I have to be able to pay my bills and feed myself. And so I can't just continue to only do free videos, because I have a right to earn a living as well. Does that make sense? So anyways, I really want to shed some light on that toxic, limiting perspective of, if you are in any kind of a serving position, you should not be expected to earn any money for that. And that if you do, there's something wrong with you and you're greedy and you must be a fraud or anything like that. I think that if you have that perspective, you should really spend some time looking at, where did that unhealthy belief come from in you? Who told you that? And why? And why do you think that someone else shouldn't make a living? Anybody who provides a service makes a living. Like, Actors, they entertain us. They make a very healthy living. Nurses, they care for us. They make a living. Teachers teach in the school. They make a living, although not as much as they should. Do you see what I'm saying? So why, if in the church or in the spiritual community, if you are a teacher, should you not make a living? Think about it. I want to give some pushback on that. So I've been starting to like do some brainstorming and like pre-planning on the course, the Raise Your Vibes course. I'm excited about it. I'm such a visual person that I was really struggling with starting the scripting of it and like the organizing of it. And what helped me is that I started creating some graphics for it and like seeing what this is going to look like in different worksheets to include and things like that. And that really got my fire going the other day. So I'm not sure how quickly it'll be out. I mean, it's going to take at least a few months at least. So I'm thinking later in the year, but yeah, I'm going to start working on that. So if you have any particular questions about raising your vibrations, or I know someone the other day had asked me a question about how to raise your vibes and keep them high when you're dealing with a chronic illness or chronic pain. So I'm going to address that in there. So if you have any specific tips, tricks, or questions, or want advice on something, leave it in the comments or send me a message, please. I would appreciate it, because if you have that question, I guarantee other people have that question, and it may not have been something that I've thought of already. So send it to me and I will try to make sure that it's included. Hello, pretty flowers. You guys are looking so good. Hi, Buddha. Let's see how my wildflowers are doing. Got some bare patches. I don't think the seeds took. They're growing. I'm so curious to see what they're gonna be and what colors. Can you see how bad my grass needs mowed? I hope he comes today. Oh, I never cleaned the pool today. That's what I need to do. All right, I should do that. Look at all that dandelion fluff on the surface. There's so much pollen and dandelion fluff. I need to get in there and skim it. Well, that about wraps up this vlog. Thank you for hanging out with me today on my casual Saturday. And I will talk to you soon.